to Brimbank City podcast. I am your host Lydia and this is
Shadi.
We are recording live from the Sydenham Neighbourhood House, and today's podcast episode will be all about what the Sydenham Neighbourhood House program does, and we will also be speaking to a special guest, Mohammed, who is a team leader for the program. How are you, Shadi?
I'm good, thanks. Yourself?
Yeah, pretty good. I feel like I've really settled into this like quarantine lifestyle.
Yeah, it's been for me it's been a little bit different.
Yeah.
It's taken a while, but yeah, we're finally coming around.
Yeah. Well, what's changed for you mainly with the whole quarantine thing?
So I work in an entertainment industry, so
Yep.
we've been completely shut down. So we've had to find
True.
different avenues to stay relevant,
Mhm.
to stay on top of our game,
Yeah.
to make sure that we're still connecting with our audiences, at home. Usually we're out on the weekends,
Yeah.
creating a party or a vibe for people, and all of a sudden that's been taken away from us.
True.
So I've just had to find different ways to fill up the void, but also stay educated on exactly what we're doing. Because
Yeah,
every week you're being educated just by going out there. So
yeah, that's right. Because everything's kind of changing all the time.
yeah.
What is one way that you're staying relevant
Well, one way that I'm staying relevant at the moment is
as a DJ?
so yeah, I'm a DJ. For all of you at home, is I live stream.
Yep.
While at home.
Yeah.
So I set up my equipment, I live stream, take requests. Imagining that I'm at a party, I set the lights up, I make sure that I'm in the zone.
I've seen one. It's actually really cool.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean that's been fun.
Mhm.
It's something different. We never used to do it beforehand, and a lot of the DJs are clicking onto it.
Yeah.
And artists and musicians. So
True.
that's
And I
something that
found
we're
that
doing.
like people are like a lot more active now. Obviously, just being at home, people are like the engagement online is like a lot higher. So why not do it live?
Yeah, it's been a positive thing.
Keep killing it.
What's been the biggest challenge for you?
Interestingly for me, not much has actually changed with regards to my routine. And that's because I was already an online student before this all happened. So unlike other university students who have had to adapt to the new online system, I've been doing it for the last year or so.
Okay.
So it's just like,
It's
I'm just
as normal.
it's as normal. The only thing is I'm obviously unable to socialize as much as I was before. I mean, we're not allowed to socialize. So, and for me, that's been different. But it's actually been really refreshing for me because I'm someone who is actually usually so much like on the go always, like in and out of the house. And I've really just embraced this period as a time to spend with family and to just detox and reset for when things go back to normal.
Well, on that same topic, what would be, obviously, because you've been doing it now for over 6 months, online studying.
Yeah.
Well, for students that are at the moment studying
Yeah.
at home, they just haven't got the gist of it just yet.
Yeah.
What would be your biggest piece of advice?
Okay, I guess now I'm trying to imagine myself when I started doing this almost a year ago or over a year ago. And the one thing that I found the most challenging is that you actually have to be disciplined. You have to be extra disciplined because you don't have classes that you need to attend and whatnot. So I think trying to create a sort of timetable of like, okay, I'll set these hours as my classes rather than just being like, I'll find a time during like the day, because you probably won't if you do that. Do you know what I mean? So try and create a bit of structure because you've lost all the structure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my piece of advice.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. And the last kind of question was how are we handling it? Like, I guess we're just trying to stay afloat, right?
Yeah, well.
Yeah, see the positive in it.
What I've been doing and I think with how we've been affected with it in our industry and entertainment is a lot of us have taken that extra step forward where we just reach out to each other.
Yeah, true.
A phone call once a week. Hey, how you been? How are things going? Hopefully you're still getting bookings for the future towards the end of the year.
Yeah.
If you need something, just let them know. Just let your friends know, let your family know that you're always there for them. People,
That's true.
not everyone's in a fortunate position at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it be a mental state because they've lost everything that they've had and that structure that you speak about, or whether it's they've lost work or not being able to go see their friends socially, just reach out to everyone and just be like, yep, we're still behind you.
Yeah.
And, create those positive vibes and those positive movements.
That's true. Definitely stay connected. That's really important. Although we have the internet, of course, we've lost the physical aspect of connecting with people. And so also we're all we're all being impacted differently by this. So whilst it might not have impacted me as much as, say, Shadi, I should I should, call Shadi and be like, "What's up?
Yeah, exactly
How
right.
you going?"
just be. It's a ripple effect.
Yeah.
Really, it's a drop in the ocean, and it flows on. If I ask you how you're doing, you'll just pay it forward to the next person,
That's true.
It really makes a big difference.
That's true.
So, if you're there at home, make sure you're calling up your friends, looking out for each other.
Check up on them. All right. Next segment. So I did mention earlier that would be speaking to Mohammed, who is the team leader at the Sydenham Neighbourhood House program. Mohammed will be coming on now, so we will see you We'll see you really soon.
Right after the break.
Right after the break. Welcome, Mohammed. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Lydia. It's good to be here.
Thank you. As I mentioned earlier, Mohammed is the team leader at the Sydenham House program. And I too was actually lucky enough to be a part of the program, and that's where I met you.
Absolutely. It feels like a long time ago,
It
doesn't it?
does.
Yeah.
How long ago was that? That was
back in January when we started the program. The program started on the 13th of January.
Yeah. So I think I was there for the first or second session.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So I guess what I would have to say is that my time there was short, but it was indeed effective. And I was able to recognize through my observations that people who were coming to be join the program were actually really gaining something out of it. So I guess my first question is, what was the program's intention at its launching point? And what is the program briefly?
Fantastic. Good question. The program initially when it started, it was actually put together in consultation with a number of young people in the Sydenham area, particularly young people of color, to try to get an understanding around what a safe space look like for them. And also, in so doing, how can we tap into the creativity of these young people to try to address some of the barriers that they are facing in life.
Nice.
And that's how it all started. And we started with about 25 young people.
Yep.
Quickly grew to about 50 young people.
Yep.
And since then, we've been getting roughly about 35 to 40 young people any given Mondays or Wednesdays.
Beautiful. So it has grown. And I guess my next question would be, what, through witnessing how the program was having its impact on these young kids, what was something you learnt about the community?
Wow. There are a lot of things that I've learned about the community.
Yeah.
But the most important thing for me is the fact that we all have stories. We all came from somewhere, and we are all creative in our own. And given the opportunity, it's amazing to see how well we can actually excel.
Yeah.
Which was the best part of the program and the best learning for me in terms of getting to know each young person, getting to know some of their stories through the music, and getting to just have a discussion with them and just vibe.
And that's so true, because I noticed myself that everyone was so talented. And then when you combine that with the sort of mentorship and support and then the resources that you guys had, you guys have made magic.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
So I guess another question would be, what are the positive outcomes that you've seen, the tangible sort of positive outcomes that you've seen?
Fantastic. Before I actually answer that question, I'd like to give a big shout out to the facilitators as well.
Yeah.
Which we have a producer, 2 artists, facilitators. We also have a dance teacher.
Yeah.
And importantly, I give a shout out to all the young people that are part of this program.
Yeah.
I think it's important to recognize that when we had a discussion with the young people due to the COVID-19 closure, to get an idea of the impact this is actually having on them, it was really interesting to hear their own side around how they feel the program has impacted them. And some of the things that they actually mentioned include increased self-esteem, increased confidence in terms of their performance, ability to be able to tell stories, write lyrics, and actually produce amazing music. And I think to top it off, these young people were given opportunity to perform on the 26th of February at Sydenham Library, which attracted about 170 young people watching them. And goodness me, they did it like a pro. It was absolutely fabulous to just watch them in the zone doing what they do best.
That's awesome. And thank you for mentioning the intangible things, actually, because I asked about the tangible, but when you mentioned self-esteem, that's actually really important. And so That's really good to hear.
Absolutely.
Cool. And then, was there anything else that you wanted to share on the program, like what's to come, the future direction of it?
At this stage, due to the closure, young people actually completing the podcast training. They've been doing that for about 4 weeks now.
Yeah.
Once they've completed the podcast training, about 11 of them will be running a series of different segments, which will be showcased in May. And on top of that as well, some of our programs have actually gone live. We got our live music programs. We also got pre-recorded and dance tutorials, and also educating young people around making music, producing music, and using some of the technical programs such as Logics and the likes.
Beautiful. So you're making like really good use of the internet to keep them connected and keep them active in their creativity.
Absolutely. And I must say for myself, even though I'm not that old, but I feel like there's been a lot of learning experience for me, catching up to this new digital world.
Oh, even me, and I'm not old too. So I've had to catch up to a few things. But no, that's great. Thank you so much, Mohammed, for joining us. Really appreciate it.
And welcome back. We've got a super special guest here today. His name is Charman. He's just walked into the building, and he's told me he wants to jump on our show. And I'm pleased to have you here, Charman. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thanks, man. So just having a brief chat with you while we're on that break. I understand that you're part of the program here, part of the music program.
Yeah. Introduced by this lovely fella, Mohammed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
been here since day one?
Yeah, since day one.
Beautiful. And how are you finding the program at the moment? What are you doing in the program specifically?
Right now, making music, rapping, trying to get other people involved too.
Beautiful.
Other young kids.
You've always been involved in music, or had a like and a passion for music?
Not really, to be honest. Luckily, Mohammed came down, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here right now.
Awesome. So you've been rapping at the moment, and someone's making beats for you. Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that how it works?
Yeah. Some of our beats have been like just basic beats off YouTube, and but all the beats that we've produced on are our very own.
Okay, and you make your own songs, as in you make your own lyrics.
Everything's written from every rapper's heart.
Yeah.
It's just our talent given into this.
Oh, beautiful.
This program.
So how has the program then helped you, flourish in terms of making beats? Has it made you more comfortable and more confident being in such a nurturing environment here?
Yeah. Before this program, you'd be chilling with the boys. Someone chucks a beat on. Spit us a free, and you're just sitting there like, nah.
Yeah.
You're just shy. Maybe you didn't even know how to freestyle, but but during now that this program's up, it took a bit of time to get there, but our confidence is built up. We had our first show a couple months ago.
Yeah, down at the library.
Yeah, which was a big step for all of us, because our very first gig, in front of people too. So
I heard that almost 200 people came here to attend.
Nah, man, 200 people came.
200, yeah.
200.
That's what and it's a good step forward, and I hope that what this program brings to you in the future is nothing but good and positive stuff. And I'm hoping you are dropping a track soon, is what I heard.
Yeah.
Soon. Hopefully when COVID goes away.
Yeah, we've got some killer tracks coming up, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
But for all our fans out there, little fans,
We've got Facebook, Instagram.
Yeah.
That someone can follow you on.
Hit me up on Mengi_37. That's my Instagram.
We'll track it up here on the video.
But yeah, we'll be dropping our stuff soon, so
awesome.
We won't keep you waiting.
You know what? I think I'm going to get you back on in a couple of minutes. I want you to spit us something.
Oh,
I want you to give us a little bit of a rap.
Yeah, too easy.
Thank you very much, Charman. Thanks for having you on the show.
Thanks for your time.
Nah, no worries. Cheers.
Ethan.
Hello.
What's up, Ethan?
Nothing much.
We actually just met, but he too was in the building, so I thought, you know what? Since Shadi did it, why don't I do it too? Bring him on for an interview. What's up?
Nothing much. Just chilling.
Chilling.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us about what you're doing with the program?
I came in and I just started rapping with some of the boys.
Yep.
And then got told to just like try and record songs and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we just been mucking around and trying to make some songs.
Beautiful. Yeah. Have you been here since the start of the program, or?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I've been here since the start.
Nice. And what, like, with regards to like music, was that something that you did before this, or did you just start?
Music I used to like do with my brother. Like we used to just muck around, but it was never like anything like like this. Like actually recorded anything. Just mucked around at home. Yeah. Yeah.
And what are the sort of like positive things that you've taken away from this program, or what are the positive things that this program's done for you?
It's helped me actually like rap in front of other people and like build my confidence in my rapping and stuff. Like, yeah, it's actually helped me like, work better on my raps and like writing and stuff.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah. And is there any sort of community aspect to it as well? Like, have you managed to connect with more people?
Yeah, I've connected with a few more people, especially at this program. Like, there's a lot of good people here, like Mohammed.
True.
Yeah.
Nice, awesome. I think. Are you gonna rap too later on?
I'm not sure. I think there's only enough time for Charmin to rap.
That's really smooth, but it don't work like that. We'll see how it goes. But thank you so much for coming on the show. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
And keep it up.
Nice.
Listen, hey. We popping off like death throes, my brothers going beast, mate. Telling you all what we know, we finding them like me, mate. Hey, come again, my heat is cooking them. We on the set, don't get confused when we come running in. Wait, back it up, we don't give up. Try come at me with that filthy cup of trust. Come on now, bring it in, don't be fooled by our sins. Polly brothers on the come up, blowing news away like wind. Hey, hammers up, like puck we pop, the grind don't stop. My brothers listen up, we going hard, and trust me, we're gonna make it. Don't be hating on the boys from the 37. And can't you trust no one informing them, men? It ain't us, we going places, listen. And did you hear it? I bet you didn't. You losers trying to come, I came a place because we're winning. Hey.
It started in the beginning with the young man Mohammed, getting money from the holy and holy. What? Do I still get?
Wait, the beat's dropping, so it's all.
Started in the beginning.
Wait.
August is coming.
Okay.
Started in the beginning with the young man Mohammed. Money out the budget just to come and get us started with the music stuff. Now we're releasing tracks. Everybody knows that we're gonna do this, that's a fact. And if you slow it down a little, catch the pace. Everybody knows, but you can't talk without toothpaste. If you don't, then you know that your breath comes stank. And if you wanna let it go, then put it at your brain. Cause you know how we do it. We rock it to the mic with the beat on the side. Everybody gone tonight, cause you came down just to watch us float. And if you don't like what we do, then get out the door. Just check.
Welcome back, guys. We hope you enjoyed that freestyle as much as we did.
Yeah, we loved it here in the show.
They actually
studio.
could.
Yeah.
In the studio.
In the studio, we're here. Our studio today, thanks for having us, Sydenham Neighbourhood House. We're here opposite Water Gardens train station.
Yep.
It was lovely to be here.
It was. It was like particularly lovely for me because this is the first time I'm coming back since having done programs.
That's
so,
right.
You know.
This is my first time here.
Oh, true.
But it's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a nice place here. The facilities are great though.
Yeah, they are.
It's all brand new. So make sure you stay tuned, see what the neighbourhood house here is doing. They're always doing upgrades and renovations and upgrading this music program here, which is awesome. And these boys, did a killer job.
Yeah, and we'll put their information in the video as well.
Yeah, their social medias.
Check them out and support them. And then also next week, what you guys can expect is, because it's the Neighbourhood House Week, we'll be interviewing a few volunteers to talk to them about their experience as volunteers at the Neighbourhood House program. We hope you guys have a safe and happy week and weekend.
And we'll catch you all next week.
Next week.
Yeah.
All right. Take care.
Bye.